Yeah, I'm just sitting this one out right here.
Yeah, I'm watching.
It's all good. We'll make the money, hopefully.
I need to put some money in my new broker account, and then I can trade Asian, because otherwise my spread's too big on my old broker.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Guys, what about 2 weeks on the left side?
What's up?
2 weeks on the left side,
Yep.
around maybe 1:30 or 2 o'clock it's showing.
Mhm.
And candle in one bear candle, and these are 2 weeks. So, this one.
Here, I didn't hear anything. Your mic cut out completely.
Do you think?
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
Did this slowly come down or flip back down all of a sudden?
It
Like,
flipped
did my
back.
empty...
It flipped back real quick.
Okay. I was like, is my empty for messed up or something?
No.
Yes, but this could just be the 30-minute create in that bottom wick.
Yeah, I don't mind. I think I want to see either a break of those wicks to the left, to the upside, or a close above 133.375.
Yep. I'm just kind of anticipating, since we closed above here, that we should go.
Grabbed some coffee and came
Yeah,
back.
I think based on the hourly,
You guys in
it's
trouble
gonna
already?
continue bullish.
No, I hope not.
It looks like it's going in the right direction.
Oh,
I think we're
break
gonna
out
see-
from the range. Good idea.
What's up?
Yeah.
Break out from the range. Good idea.
Yep. Yeah. It's not above this little top area, but I think that's just gonna be a wick fill.
Break on through to the other side.
That we should go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in above those wicks.
I got in when it was creating the lower wick.
You got in from that?
Yeah, but it's basically like it was doing some next thing there, so I got in basically where you guys got in. I want to get in a bit lower, but with spread, it was the same entry. Like on my screen, it looked like it froze and then just flipped down.
And I got like 3 pip spread. There's no way I'm trading.
I might stop loss into this current 30-minute.
Your spreads didn't calm down yet?
I think for some people it's okay.
Yeah, my spreads are fine.
People,
Yep.
347.
Yo. Yeah, I am in
What time
buys.
does your broker come through on the spreads?
Around 6:30 for me.
Interesting.
Yeah, mine becomes okay around London and New York time.
Which broker is that, please?
Just a standard account with Vantage.
You need to get the raw EC in, man.
Yeah, I've switched already to IC. I'm gonna go with the raw IC markets one, which is their raw rates are better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use IC markets.
What do you get? Do you use like a raw account or just a standard one?
I use the raw spread account. I pay commissions.
Sure. What sort of spreads do you usually achieve?
They're the best spreads of any brokers that I've tested so far.
Yeah.
And I've tested like 20 brokers. So,
Yeah.
you know, and of course, you know, because it's ECN.
Yeah, just comparing their standard accounts with other people's.
I can just tell you what I'm seeing now. So on GJ now, it's 1.4, 0.9, 0.1.
Yeah, that's like a whole pip and a half less than mine. It's a lot.
5
Yeah,
minutes
so-
to continue.
1.1, 1.2. It switches around quite rapidly.
Oh, is the stream up?
Yes.
Cool. Better give it a like before I forget.
Did price like jump down and then back up again or something during open?
It's dancing a little bit. Once we get up to those wicks, I'll probably go break even. See what happens.
How many trades are you guys trying to look for today?
Honestly, I don't have a very long time on Asian session today. I gotta get a couple things done, so I'm hoping for just one good trade.
I'm just hoping whatever the market gives me.
Nice.
I
I'm
want
looking at the
27
2-hour.
and a half trades, but I'll settle for 1 or 2.
So, some of you guys trade New York as well, right? Or pre-New York?
I just do Asia now.
Oh, you just do Asia?
Yeah, because I work now. I'm back at work.
I'm still trading New York. I'm still off work. That's the only reason why.
I tried not trading on Sunday and Monday. Like Sunday Asian, I don't try trading that, and then Monday New York, just because the market has just opened up. So
Right.
letting it calm down.
I think I need to do some sort of rules like that too.
Yeah, it's not a bad rule for Sundays.
Yeah, Sunday, Mondays, and Fridays are negligible. Usually. Sometimes there's some really good moves though.
Fridays
Yeah,
I've
like
had
when-
decent moves. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, like when news comes out on Monday, then like you see the pair like really moving, like in the pretty much the right direction that we would look at for the entire week. But once the market just opens up without any news or anything, it's pretty much making up for the weekend.
I mean, yesterday was Monday, right? Or Sunday. God, you know what? I'm confused.
Yeah,
But I'm
so
looking at
yesterday I was looking at GJ and I was saying, oh, well, it's going to make some insignificant move. And in order to be insignificant, it'll probably go up here and then range. And that's exactly what it did.
Yeah, it's kind of ranging on the 2-hour as well. So my entry is like just above this resistance level that Paul has marked, and then going for like to next resistance level at like 134.03 for about 55 pips, because there's very clean traffic on the 2-hour.
Right. So if it breaks out up there, then you get a little good move. Or if it does something different, you're not in it.
Right.
It's
You're already in this one, Sharma?
What was that?
I said you're already in this one too?
No, I'm not in this. I'm looking at the 2-hour, so I'm still using your strategy.
Okay.
But on the 2-hour, it's kind of ranging, and then once it breaks out of this range, there's very clean traffic to just move up.
Yep.
So my entry is like right above this resistance that you have marked.
Oh, okay.
At that wick fill, yeah. At that wick fill.
I got you. Yeah, I'm kind of anticipating the wick fill and then the continued move up just based on the 2-hour and the 4-hour. I think we got this little rocket ship candle. Looks like we're gonna fill here, and then continue maybe to this wick, maybe up into here, maybe up to these bodies. I mean, plenty of room up. So,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but we closed
So
above
BJ,
this.
if you look at the 1 hour, you described perfectly the 1 hour breakout.
Excuse me.
The previous
what was that?
If you look at the 1 hour candles,
Right.
you described the breakout from the 1 hour.
Yeah, like that's what I'm looking for, because it's pretty much doing the same thing for me on the 30-minute as well. I'm not as zoomed in as you guys, but the area that Paul has marked that says buys above this area, or buys above this, the blue line, that's where my support is. And so price is pretty much just ranging in that little 30 to 40 pip range. And that's not big enough for me to like take a good trade.
I feel ya.
I'm guessing you guys weren't on the stream or trading on the first 30 close. The one after the bearish one.
Oh, no. I don't think the stream was on then, was it?
No, it's on.
She's dancing.
I'm looking at the stream right now.
No, he meant so 2 30-minute candles ago the stream wasn't on.
Oh, no.
No, yeah.
Nope.
Would that been something possibly to take, or was that like a risky one or something?
Which one?
Spread was too high.
Yeah,
I know
spread would have been
Spread was
crazy.
too high.
Spread was too high. It just barely came down.
He's talking about this.
Yeah.
Also, I'm looking at Forex Factory real quick, and it seems like during our trading session, it's not a high impact news coming out, but the flash manufacturing PMI.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably just gonna create a quick wick up or down.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's 7:30, so that should be after open volume.
Yeah. So that'll probably we'll see like an accelerated wick up or down.
Yeah.
I was looking at the previous times when the news came out, and what has price done is pretty much just a wick on a smaller time frame, and then trend continues.
Gotcha. Good to know.
Nice one.
The entry, I kind of just went over it, but I'll do it again. 4 hour kind of came back, made this bottom wick. We have this wick to go fill. So I'm expecting us to fill it and continue past based on the daily. Looks like we gotta kind of do some sort of something up here, but 30-minute time frame to the left, right where we entered, nothing. So I'm thinking we can get something up to here, secure something, and then go from there with Asian Open. But the idea was we had this weak bullish close here just above all of these candles. So if we were coming down, we should have stayed underneath this bullish candle right here, and then this would have been resistance, and then we should have pushed down. But since we broke up and my bias is up, I took a buy, and I believe this should just be pushed through as we're just kind of filling the wick, and this was in a lower volume time, so that is that. But we'll see what happens. I mean, it's going up or down, so
It'd be nice if it fills these wicks in this last 2 minute push.
oh, above here.
Or at least up to the wicks. I would go break even around there for myself.
Yeah.
Just kind of risk free.
Hourly is looking nice. It looks like it's gonna, if this closes like this, it created a strong support. They tried to break it, well, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and they couldn't. So this, if this closes like a strong bullish like it is, we should continue breaking the zone of the resistance zone right above.
Yep. Hourly looks good to continue up. Yep. Yeah, if you want to do the free trial for FTMO, definitely. If you're not confident enough, or you want to just see if you can do it, I think that's a good idea. Just get your feet wet. Yep, I explained the buy 3 times now, so just rewind a couple minutes, and you'll be able to see what's going on. Preferably a stronger 15-minute close, but hourly still looks good in my opinion.
Yeah, it really looks nice, healthy handle.
Yeah, looks very good with some good rejection to the downside. So.
Create a higher high and a higher low, so that's what matters.
As long as we keep doing that. MRAD, yes and no. So if there's a support in the middle of the day versus a support during New York or London session, that New York or London support should be stronger, but that also depends on what happens near that zone too. So if you just break through it, you break through it. Kind of is what it is, but if there's a really strong level that New York and London couldn't break, let's say for like a few days, probably a really good level to pay attention to. Kind of like last week had some stuff like that, and the week before had a few day range that GJ was just stuck in. It was like 50 pips up and down, just could not get anywhere. That's just the difference in brokers. That's all. Just trade what your broker shows. So if you're entering at new highs to previous candles or new lows, trade with that, whatever C Trader says. Oh wow, since 9:30, nice. Yeah, those have been nice buys. I thought we were coming down this morning. Oh, that was a nice little pop.
Yep.
Wickville?
Yep. If it gets his Wickville right here, I'm gonna secure some.
Yeah, nice.
I think we got some good potential to see more than the Wickville if we get above this. If we get above this bearish one right here, I think we'll be golden.
I think after the stream, the price like rocketed up, didn't it? Yesterday.
Yep. Like right as we ended.
There you go. We just got the Wickville
There
there.
we go.
Bam, right above too.
Beautiful.
I'm securing
Oh,
some
there you
here.
go. Secured right here.
Yeah, I'm securing
Nice.
50.
I got
here.
in.
Beautiful.
Oh, this is still going.
Yep.
Yeah, this is gonna.
Yeah, I just secured half and went break even.
This should run to 133,600.
Yeah, I just break even now. Here.
Beautiful
Yeah, that
trade,
was
lads.
that was just a little shift candle,
It doesn't let me go stop break even. Oh, there you go.
like the shift gears, and then it goes ring, ring, ring.
Yo, we in the game now.
Yep.
Oh, D boy.
Yo, we in the
Boy.
game now. I'm in for 133,356.
You know what? I'm practicing my FOMO skills, like anti-FOMO skills or whatever.
Like not to take the trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good way to make money, bro.
Ooh, here we go, baby.
Let's go, baby.
Is it still going up? I looked away for a second.
Holy.
Alright, I just
God.
secured another 80. Let's go, GJ. Let's go.
I'm not securing
Oh,
anything
baby.
else.
I knew it.
I picked the
knew
wrong
it.
trade to do this FOMO thing on.
Nah,
knew
it's
it.
okay. Don't worry. Markets have these massive moves all the time. There's nothing to be. This is where you need to practice.
Yo,
Damn,
three-
I hit my
830.
entry and it
Let's go.
went.
Damn, baby. Let's go.
Yeah,
Yo,
I'm
I'm
up.
not saying
I'm
you
up.
was wrong to test it out on this one, but you was wrong not to test it out on this one.
I don't know what you guys are calling FOMO. If you plan a trade
Yep.
and then you get in it,
Then you're in.
that's not FOMO.
Yeah.
No. I plan not to get in it. So
Hey, that's
now
You
I'm
weren't
seeing
pla-
it.
If you weren't planning a trade and then you get in it, that might be FOMO.
Oh.
Alright, guys, good session. I'm gonna head off. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
18 minutes and done.
no need to discuss much.
Yeah.
This is Raja's level of trading right there.
Damn, bro.
18 minutes into the stream.
We're done. Yep.
Yeah.
I highly doubt I take another trade tonight. That's for sure.
No, I'm not taking anything after this.
133,542. It just hit. That's my monthly level. I'm gone.
Nice.
Bye, guys.
How
Yeah,
many,
I
This,
think we're
this
going-
should tap into
We're
600.
going
How many pips is that,
133,
boys?
133,800 is where we're going.
I think I caught like 14, 15 pips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 20 pips right now.
Nice.
We're going up.
Yeah, I think
What
the
up,
next
guys?
level is around 727.
Yeah. So the idea for this trade was if we're going down, we have this bullish close. I'm going to blow this up so we can see it a little better. If we're going down, we created this resistance. So if we're going down, we're going to stay under a resistance. We get this close right here. Not a great close above it. Still got maybe this wick or this wick giving us an issue. But we have some really strong support. Then we get this little doji candle. And I've been watching this exact candle on the 15-minute in Asian session for like a month and a half now. Every time it breaks above it, we get a really nice move. Not this nice. I was not expecting this. This was This was our golden nugget for the week, kind of thing, like Rakil says. But if we get above this candle, this is not resistance. This is now support. Meaning we broke above this, we created support, and we're pushing off. Because if this is not support, we should be respecting this high and breaking this low and coming down. But we didn't. We made a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, rocket ship. And the reason I didn't think this was going to be an issue, I knew it could have been, and I was prepared to manage my trade accordingly, as we always do. But let's look at the hourly. Just looks like we got high, a support. We should get up to there and at least test it. Go to the 2 hour. We see that.
Watch for pullbacks within the 5 minutes. Sorry, Paul, I cut you off.
No, you're good. When we look at the 4 hour, this is our rocket ship candle, right? But it's on the 4 hour time frame, so it's going to be stronger than the 15 and 30 minute we normally do. We broke below, made the wick for this candle that didn't create that, created a higher low to this candle, filled the wick, and we have clean traffic. So clean traffic, higher time frame looking bullish. Daily wick fill was anticipated as well. And the idea was, if we have some volume to get that wick fill, the fact that we're closing above here, making higher lows and higher highs with good candle closures, means we should have some volume pre-Asian, like we've seen when we've just kind of watched, to participate and fill that wick and continue. So that was the idea, and now I'm gonna let this thing run up to however far I let it run.
Damn, what a beautiful trade, man! This is exactly what I needed because I gotta leave like around 7:38ish, and it's like
today was the day's high over. It was perfect for
man.
you.
Yeah. Perfect for me, man. Got in, out, bam.
So today was a perfect example of, I'm gonna do air quotes, buying into resistance, because as we talk about, I think every day I say this probably twice. We don't make higher highs and higher lows in resistance. That's not what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing when we look at resistance. This candle never got above this candle, and price came down. So that's all it is just doing the same thing over and over. If we would have lost this trade, we would have taken the same trade tomorrow and the next day and the next day. I'm sure one of them we're going to lose, but this one we didn't. So just all about that. If you guys caught that trade though, let's see some W's. I want to see how many people were in the trade or thought that the analysis was good on my end, that it made sense. See, Gurzat, 4 W's. Okay.
So BJ,
that was a great move. That was a great move, man.
Yes.
VJ.
I secured 70% of my I did closing 70%. Now my 30% is
Damn,
yeah, that's good.
W's, bro.
Wow. Holy cow.
Wow.
Jeez.
You drop a highlight of this ball right now.
Beautiful.
Okay.
So Paul, about that 1 hour breakout, if you had a pending at the high of the 1 hour, guess how many pips?
Like 20 almost, I would assume. 15, 20.
It's like 13, 14 actually.
I mean, that's probably the quickest 14 pips you can go on about your evening now.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, if you come to the chart to make 10 pips and you do that in 4 seconds, why sit here for 2 more hours? I mean, sit here so I get more views and I look cool, but
If you come to the chart to get 10 pips and you get 14, that's 40% more.
yeah, call that a day.
Facts.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah,
In about 5 more pips, I'll probably just close my runner and
Today's the day we talk to chat.
Alright guys, this is the trade of the week. Good night.
June 12, 1776. That's my birthday, man.
Nice.
Great move, Paul. Great move. I closed everything. I'm not going to be greedy tonight. That was excellent.
Nice. Thank you.
Well done, Josh. Well done, mate.
Well done, boys.
I think we have another push
Big
coming.
call.
You know, guys, I made like in the after the New York session when Raja went off, I took a trade, and the same I did. Like I did 70% close, and my rest 30% gave me like 34 papers. So I'm expecting more.
Yeah.
That's good.
Wow. Uncle's moving like Pac-Man, just eating up everything.
Hassan, the rule is the person who doesn't take the trade gets a share of the runner, yeah?
No.
Great session.
Yep. It was quick.
Could I get a home? Yeah.
So Paul, you're closing the stream now.
No,
right?
Sayo, you can't.
No, but I do get a day off tomorrow, so there will not be a session tomorrow. So we'll try to. I think this trade made up for today's trade and tomorrow's trade. So.
Harrison, Gurja, whoever wants, we should have a little Zoom chat ourselves tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna type
I'm on
that.
Yeah, I'm down that. Whoever wants to start it, just send it.
Yeah, I don't mind. I just secured one position at, so I've closed 50% at 8 pips, and then I've got a TP up at 133, 600. So I'm just gonna see if this. I'm gonna wait for this 30 minute to close. Now I'm gonna assess how much more I'm gonna take off the table. But I just made back my loss from Sunday, so.
Nice, you're still moving.
Yeah, see, it was a good call on Sunday that I still closed in the blue. I didn't go nice, so this is just bonus. This is perfect. But I might TP at 727 right now.
Yeah, I think this thing's gonna move. It'll be one of those candles that pumps out 50 pips or so.
Yeah, well, this thing's going up to the 80 and 800, no?
That's my
Yeah,
ideal runner target, but I'm probably gonna take it in 10 to 15 pips.
I think
I would
just
take a
closing
second
at
trade.
1% at 600.
Sorry, Harrison.
No, that's
I would
fine.
take
I'm
a-
just. Go on.
I would take a second trade if it pulls all the way back.
Damn, I'm so happy with this.
I mean, if we get above the 600 area, then we're coming up.
We
We're coming
reckon,
at least to 800 area.
800.
Yeah, I definitely think if you got a runner, I think this is now's the time to, because we haven't even had market open and we've just seen a surge of bullish volume. So unless this is to overall come down, then this is gonna run.
Yep. Yeah. Unless this is like you're saying, unless this is our top daily wick and we completely
Yeah,
retrace this
exactly.
entire move, we're gonna see these two massive 30-minute bullish candles.
Agreed.
Like we've seen in the past. Which I think we're gonna see based on what we have to the left.
Yeah, I think she'll need a little dip to get to 800 though.
Yeah, I mean,
might
I
be
thought
a pullback.
I didn't expect this candle to happen either, though. So, I think it depends on what
Yeah.
kind of volume we have right now. It looks like we have good volume, but it could have literally just been this candle, and now our volume's gone. But knowing GJ, I feel like that has a lower probability than this volume to continue up another 10, 15 pips or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes she
Harrison,
pulls
she
back
does
and
that.
sometimes she doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed on both counts.
Yeah, it could retrace this entire candle in a minute.
Is it too early to say whether this is like a direction shift? Because the overall trend is still sort of bearish. It hasn't broken structure on the higher time frame. It could be like a retracement, right?
Yeah, I think this is just the weekly making a top wick, but I think we have more room before we kind of run into where the wick should stop.
Which higher time frame? If you look on daily, we're looking at a bounce on the trend line, the upside now.
Right now,
I've got a resistance on the daily around 100, 134, 100.
yeah, I mean, looking at the 30-minute, if we zoom out a little bit, we almost tapped into here. We kind of tapped into these wicks. So if we see a higher high, I think we're coming up to here, and this is going to be where we see that that wick being the top wick being created, which is kind of our target. And then same thing on the daily. We could say the daily could come anywhere into here.
Yeah, that's the area I've got marked as well.
So
like,
and our target's down here at this little box. So I think our target has good chance of getting hit. And I said this earlier, I don't know if everyone was in here, we definitely weren't live. I'm expecting this daily candle to look like this candle right here by the end of tomorrow. So that's kind of what I'm expecting for this daily is a nice push up. It'll be the top wick. End of Asian will be coming back down. London will come down. New York will be bringing us down. That's kind of what
That's
I'm
just a
anticipating.
break and retest then, right?
On the daily, exactly.
We got hourly open now.
Oh, hopefully we don't make too big of a wick.
Yeah.
Either way, that was a phenomenal trade, and this is all just extra. I'm gonna say break even. There we go.
Yeah, I think I like the way this bearish candle was just straight away retraced, and that we didn't come up and break the high first. So
yeah,
if it starts to flip bullish, I think that we're gonna continue moving up. So
Yeah,
I just don't want to get stopped out. That's my only.
How much do you have left,
So
Ryan?
I think a pullback and a little bullish momentum and a re-entry for like maybe swing 32 pips off of it, 30 pips up to the to that place to call mark.
Yeah, I probably won't re-enter, but
it's not going to go quick. It's going to go like in the next few hours.
And we're pulling back.
So keep the likes coming, guys. That's how we're gonna keep growing and get to the giveaway. And the sooner we can do that, the better.
What's the giveaway? What is it again? You said what? Just remind chat.
It's gonna be 1 or 2 people into the private group for a free month, just to check it out, see if they want to pay for it after, or just to kind of be a part of the community for a month and join us on these calls. And then there's, I think, 3 to 5 magic keys that'll be given away.
You guys might wanna like the stream for the magic keys. Even I don't have one yet.
Yep. Yeah. So it'll be, if we do 3, it'll be 1 in the private group and 2 on the YouTube. If we do 5, probably 2 in the private group, 3 in the YouTube.
And just gonna be randomly choosing somebody in YouTube.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm gonna make an Instagram post.
Gotcha.
And then it'll be random. I think we'll do one or 2 from Instagram, and then we'll do 1 or 2 from the chat on the day we do it. And I believe the condition for more magic keys was just 1,000 views multiple days in a row. So I think if we hit 3 days in a row, we get 5 magic keys. If we do 1 or 2 days, it's like 2 or 3 magic keys. So
gotcha.
Yeah. So kind of give back a little bit. And then once I do actually get in touch with Google and I start actually getting paid for these live streams from YouTube, I think every month I'm gonna take some of that money and either buy a magic key or fund a little account, do something every month. Is kind of my plan.
Is Harrison still there?
Yeah.
Did you have a buy stop, or did you manually enter on the break?
I manually entered on the break of the wicks.
Ah, cool. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh god, I'm like 2 pips away from getting stopped out because of spread.
You secured something.
Yeah, I took 50% off, but I mean, if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. It's just one of those things. I won't be re-entering, so I probably should have secured a bit more, but I wanted to secure at another 20% at 10 pips, but with the spread, I didn't quite get there for some reason. So from my entry, I literally was like a pip and a half away from 10 pips, so I could secure another 20%.
Yeah, on this one I decided not to leave a runner because it hit my monthly level.
Nice, monthly level.
Yeah, I mark my levels weekly, monthly, and
like your percentages, or your like monetary levels, or do you mean like levels on where the price you're expecting the price to be?
most of them are OHLC.
All right.
I don't like when I draw support and resistance. I just use the OHLC. I don't like adjust anything for the lower time.
There you go. Pull back, baby. Let's go.
You sound excited, bro. You re-entering?
Me? No. This will be the only trade for me tonight, man. Especially when you got a good trade like this, I'm not gonna risk taking another one and giving away profits.
If it does a deeper pullback, I'll re-enter. If it goes from here, I'm not in.
I just have a runner going. I wanted to hit my TP.
I actually got stopped out with the spread when it came down.
It's a shame.
Yeah, just one of those.
I'm beginning to, like, myself realize that between 9 to 12 pips, you should secure as much as possible.
Yeah,
Or
definitely.
I should secure as much as possible because over my short trading experience, I'm seeing between 9 and 12 is what it's doing, and then playing around.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I
So-
probably should have secured. a
Yeah,
bit
and
more
also
there.
it has to do with if you look at the size of this candle compared to the others.
Yeah, and especially if you're entering slightly later than everyone, like I do that sometimes. So I'm always getting few pips less than everyone else, and then I'm finding my stops are always hitting max at the full or not max, but like I'm managing them.
Yeah.
Late entries are definitely brilliant.
Yeah, I like where I got in. I think that I anticipated once we broke past those wicks that we had nothing to stop us, and we did continue moving up. Although I've been stopped out, and it looks like it's gonna go
it's
and
just
flip.
taking
It's
your
just one of
breather.
those things. Yeah, I made back, like, to be fair, I made back like most of my loss from Sunday, so I'm not that bothered, to be fair. It's just one of those
Yeah,
ones.
I'm not liking it for a re-entry because it didn't pull back to 400 and because there's no wicks on the last 5-minute candle and the current 5-minute.
Yeah, I mean, if this flipped bullish, this would have made the bottom wick the new hourly. So I mean, if you look on the hourly, we're pretty clean.
So whatever it does, unless it does that pullback, I'm just like on the sidelines.
Yeah, I'm not gonna re-enter. I'm just gonna have to accept that I didn't maximize the opportunity.
I got good profit on that trade, so I'm fine.
Damn. Oh well.
It's only Monday, so you'll have more opportunities for sure.
Yeah.
Like I just completely missed that entire move right there, and I think it's because my psychology was affected from this morning. So I took a really nice win this morning, and I think fear affected this trade or this session, this move, because I don't know, it made complete sense. I mean, the hour structure was looking bullish. I just didn't feel comfortable taking it, and I think it's because I had fear from giving back profits. So, yeah, it just happened to me. So I don't know if I'm taking a trade this session or not. I'm just gonna wait right now. Not gonna force anything, so.
Yeah, exactly. The minute you start forcing trades, you're just gonna give your profits back.
Yeah, usually you're like sitting in the trade, anxious when you're forcing it.
Yeah, exactly. Don't put yourself through it.
Yeah, it's no fun.
Well, it was still a win for me, so I suppose you gotta take the positive. But I think if this candle does break the high, I think it's gonna tap into 133,600 and maybe keep moving forward. Because looking on the hourly, I mean, it looks like there's not a lot that could stop it.
Bye everyone. I'm done for the day. See you guys tomorrow.
Yes, sir. See you tomorrow.
See you, mate.
See you tomorrow.
Cheers.
Nice one.
Thank you.
That's a disciplined man there. Look, one his trade is off.
Gets his profit and then it leaves.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm gonna go to the toilet real quick. I'll be back in.
Type of player that the casino.
I'll be right back.
Yep. Yeah. I still think we're going up, but the market's gonna do what it wants to do. It's not gonna do what I think. So, but my analysis says we have more room to go up. So there's more potential to continue. If you didn't get in it, I think it's a waiting game till Asian Open for you, personally.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like this 1 hour candle, the current one, it did like a really good retest of the support, and it's gonna continue up.
I agree.
Like a classic retest. Classic retest.
Well, I'll be willing to wait 49 minutes to see what happens at the Asian Open.
Yeah, I feel like since we already got the trade, the viewers are going to be dead tonight, but...
Yeah, go eat dinner.
So first 15 minutes of the hourly, looks like we're still got some chance to stay in it. And yeah, I did get this one a few minutes before the stream started, so typically around about 30 minutes before the stream starts, my group and Rick Heel's group, who also get the Zoom link to this for the live stream, we start about 5, kind of hang out, shoot the shit, do some analysis, and kind of get ready for the session. And if we get a trade, then we get in a trade. So I guess you could say a perk of being in either group is you get 30 extra minutes.
It just gives you a bit of time to set up and think.
Yep.
Oh, is your setup in a like dedicated room or at your office?
Oh yeah, this is my spot. This is my office. The entire room all to myself.
Nice.
It's awesome. I love it. So these LEDs I bought the other day. It's you know how like when it says feet or inches, it does like the 1 dash or 2 dashes. I bought 2 of them and they said 80 and they had the 2 dashes on it. And I was like, oh sweet, 80 feet. I'm gonna LED this entire office. I get it home and it's like 4 feet long. I'm like, oh, 80 inches, not feet. So it was a little depressing, but it was like, oh, like you dumbass.
Yeah, I'm gonna slowly improve my setup.
Yeah, I mean, it has, I mean, even the 3 screens, like, I don't like that the third one's up top. It looks cool, but it'd be more practical if it was down on the level so I didn't have to look up to read comments and stuff. But the only time I use the third one is during the live stream, so, I mean, I had a couple people message me and be like, oh, do I need 3 screens to be a trader? No, you can trade with 1 screen. But if you're live streaming or doing a lot of multitasking, it makes that a little easier. But trading wise, you do not need 3 screens to trade. It just looks cool. So that's all.
The more screens, the better trader you are.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
about
just
all
joking.
that, but
I'm just joking.
yeah.
You got like 6 screens, you got.
Bro, I'm trading on a laptop. I'm still like my setup is no setup.
Oh, you still don't have magic keys. I'm surprised.
No, I have no magic keys. I'm trading on my laptop.
Now I've got my laptop plugged into like a TV come monitor. It's a TV screen which I use as a monitor.
I can't even do that because I have like I have a Mac, like in the smallest Mac. I don't know what it's called, but it only has like one USB port, and I'm charging it right now, so I can't even do anything like that.
Yeah. So I'm looking at a nice screen where I can plug both my Mac and my laptop, Windows laptop, into it. How do you trade with your Mac? Like,
what do you mean?
Like MT4, MT5?
Yeah, MT4.
Like parallels or like VMware?
I just downloaded it straight onto my Mac. It took me a while, because you know it is not compatible technically or something like that.
Oh, you've got the old operating system then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you've got like a 64-bit Mojave or Catalina or something, it won't work.
Yeah, because like when it first was trying it didn't work at all. It took me a while until I finally figured it out.
So some of the brokers, they're giving you a pre-packaged virtualization, a Windows simulator thing. It's called Wine or something.
Yeah,
built
I've heard that.
to the installation package. Yeah, so it's kind of every time you launch it, it launches together seamlessly. You don't realize it, but yeah, it's like a simulating a Windows thing within the Mac. So it was working for me on my previous one, but stupid me, I clicked auto update and it installed the 64-bit Catalina, and none of my 32-bit software work.
Yeah, no, trust me, it's a mission to deal with this. I'm trying to upgrade my setup, but it's gonna be a while. Because it's so slow too, since my laptop is so old. Like TradingView takes ages to load up. What was that?
Guys, yeah, unfortunately I gotta get going early today, but
Bye.
Sorry, man. Jeez.
Peace out, Sahil.
No, I just wanted to say goodbye.
You're not invited to the stream anymore.
Yeah, right. Shut up.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll be managing this from my phone, but hopefully it hits our target. Great session.
See you, bro.
See you tomorrow, bro.
Take care, boys.
Peace out.
And gals. Bye.
Yo, see you there, bro.
Later, D-boy.
All right, bro.
Debo, you in this?
Debo's been staying quiet these days.
Huh? Yo, you know what? Yo, you look. Hey, you don't even know. Right now, I'm putting up blinds. Can you imagine?
Oh my god,
bro. I rate it, bro. Debo's in a focus mode.
Yo, I'm here, but I ain't here, but I'm here. No, I'm in the trade. I'm putting up blinds, and I'm paying attention. No way, I'm listening to everything.
Let's go, D-boy.
I'm telling you, my brother.
Have you taken re-entries on this yet? Like anybody?
No, gosh no. Thanks,
I'm done for trading.
Appreciate it. Yeah, no stream tomorrow, 3-year anniversary. So, if I don't get to your message, I will get to you by Wednesday.
Congratulations, Paul.
Thank you.
Yo, I'm back.
Congrats, Paul.
Yeah, if it had pulled back to 400, I would consider a re-entry, but since it didn't, I'm just waiting for the Asian Open. I want to see what happens.
It's gonna blow up to 135. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Sharma's like, hold it, guys. We're going to 180. 180 coming in.
Pretty much safely say it is not going to 135 for the London Open.
No, definitely not. But definitely, I think 134.
But I say that very hesitantly because TJ can do that.
I don't think it's gonna happen in Asian though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
not
think it will, but I've seen it do it before, so it's hard for me to like really express myself.
I feel like in Asian it would probably, like, if we got another nice push like we did previously, probably like 130, 133.7 or 133.8. But I'm trying to hold it until 134. So overnight, let's see.
I've seen it do all things. I've seen it pull back a move like this 100%. I've seen it hang out for a little while and then just go relentlessly for 100 more pips. And everything in between.
Yeah, GJ's pretty ruthless.
Yeah, she is. It's like an ex-girlfriend on steroids.
That's pretty funny.
Excellent.
Yeah, for real. This is the besides dieting and training, I don't think I've had this kind of discipline towards anything ever.
Yeah, that was a great trade, Paul.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sad that I got stopped at break even now, watching it come up.
Yeah.
One of those, isn't it?
Where we got in was more. It was less safe, so maybe you just had to wait longer to go break even.
Yeah. At the end of the day, right, I stuck to what I preach and what I look for and the high probability. So yeah, I guess at the end of the day, that's just the risk I take. I'm more likely to get stopped out than say you are, but that's just how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, if it would have gone down, then it would have stopped me out and you were never in it, so then you didn't lose, so you got to weigh that too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. Yeah. 15 minutes looks like we're going to be trying to push up a little bit. I think we just broke everything on the 15. $526, 220 likes. Okay, not bad.
So yeah, Harrison's like, I think what Paul's saying is like, even if you take less, but you've got a higher probability of catching the correct trade. Whereas if you enter early, it's more riskier, but you catch more pips.
Yes, and then you can make it risk-free. Plus, my entry, the stop loss made so much sense. It was 8.5 pips. And if we were going up, we were going up from... So the idea was if we were actually going up, we're going to go up from this level. You know what I mean? So... And if we're not going up, then we're not going to be getting above here, which will just invalidate the trade, and then we'll be out. But then we know we're coming down. It was like this morning, I took sells right here, down to here, secured like $100, hit break even. That sucked. Same thing again, took sells here, secured 50%, and then it went up. So you can see like when we're wrong, we went way up, which was good because we didn't, it wasn't ranging or anything like that. But it wasn't like our entry were bad, our stop loss was bad, we managed it, we were break even, oh, okay, we're moving, we were break even, and everything. It just didn't play out. Oh boy, we're gonna hit this full TP.
Did someone call this re-entry out for the stream?
No, I didn't re-enter.
No, but like someone else, like VG, I know Sharma was talking about it.
Yeah, like on the 15 minute, if you look at that bearish candle, it did a perfect retrace, tested that support, and now it's just continuing up. So if we get the same movement, and it just continues up, like, that's amazing.
I took a first small entry on the break of the 15.
Yep, that would have been a good one.
Yeah, I got the high, the bullish candle. That's what I got in.
I just did the bearish when he broke the bearish. Yeah.
You got way better stop loss, huh?
I hope some of the chat looked at the re-entry.
Yep.
It would have been better if it was closer to Asian Open.
Yep, I agree. This would I wouldn't have liked it because of the time.
Yeah.
But it does make sense. Broke the high of the 15 minute. Beautiful. That should be...
You know what's going to be brutal if at open this thing said psych and just came all the way down to that little area.
You just done that so many times though, like I wouldn't count it up.
I want to be out this trade in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I would say like secure your profits, go break even before Asian Open starts happening.
Yep.
Yeah, people are saying Sharma called it, so that's good. I hope chat.
Or even like trail your stop above your entry just so at least you lock in some profits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I used lower risk anyway. I was just like, yeah, this whatever. I can see it. It looked good. It was in good shape.
Yeah, I think we'll hit the 800 target. It looks like we should hit it before Asian Open, but we've seen GJ before.
Normally, we get the volume around this time, like half an hour before. This time we got it like an hour and a half before.
Yeah, so we got a lot of it before, and sometimes when that happens, we don't get a ton of volume at Open. Infinity, don't send messages like that. That's how you lose chatting privileges. Nobody cares about some random comment. Did you send a chart? Oh, you send a chart.
Somebody sent a chart, King of the Exiled, in the YouTube.
Yep, I got him. No, Infinite, he said it's about to retrace, secure it. I'm pretty sure when I was in the buy in the beginning, I was told it was going down. And clearly we did not do that. So I think whoever's in the trade, trade your own analysis. Every time, trade your plan.
I'm about to boot this guy.
No, wait and see. If he keeps commenting that stuff, then yeah, but I didn't even look at the chart that I pulled up. Does look like we're going up, but it kind of looks like we're wedging down too. It looks like you're already in, stop loss there. Which one was the entry candle is what I would want to know. Yeah, put some notes on here, exiled, and then when you place this, place it so you see how this, right where this starts, it's on the edge of this candle here. I think 15 minutes looks a little clearer. See how it's right on the edge of this candle? That means I entered on this candle here. So right at this point, I know I entered at the break of this candle. Actually, I messed it up. Actually needs to look like that. So I entered on this candle right above here. That was my entry. So this one, I don't know which candle you entered on. I don't know if this is the spot you entered at. Just throw some notes on there, and then we can kind of get into that a little more.
Someone sent another chart in the YouTube channel.
You haven't entered yet, okay. Oh, hover over the blue thing. That's new. Yeah, no, that didn't. Unless I'm dumb, but that didn't work.
Is that a Raquel trick? Click the screen to get trades or something?
No, there's a little blue dot. I think it's when he has it up, it shows the notes. When I click on it, it does not do that. That's all.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we got more room up personally, but never know. Either way, it should be a winning session. Yeah, that stuff should only come up on your side. Yep, sounds good, Exile.
So Paul,
Yo.
how does it feel having conducted a winning session?
Same as a losing one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, I like winning. I'm competitive, but I mean, it's just the same thing every day. I see where we're going on the higher time frame. I see a new high, a new low. Take it, stop loss on the candle. Whatever happens, happens. I know Friday I'll make money. I try not to, when I start to overthink it and just overanalyze, that's when things start to not go so well. So I try to just keep it, okay, this is what it's doing, this is where we should go, all right, in, and then just let it do its thing.
If someone took this entry on the 15-minute and had the stop loss even below the previous 15-minute bearish close, should have at least secured 1-to-1 here.
Oh yeah, that should have been secured and probably going break even, especially coming into open. Could see some pullback.
Because it was like a 9 pip, I believe, stop loss, and it went up like 9 pips exactly almost. Something like that.
Hey Paul, I got a question for you.
Yep.
On the 5 minute, remember how you were saying like you see GJ do this consolidation and then it goes up to come back down?
Yep.
Does that make sense somewhat? Like right. I can't. Okay, so yeah, I had my screen too wide to kind of give you an idea what I was talking about, but the previous, like 20 minutes ago, like that little consolidation right there. Remember you were teaching us how like, no, to the right, bro.
Right here.
Up a little, yeah, right there. Remember how you showed us like when you see that and GJ does that? Is that for all the time frames or like what time frame do you look for that in?
Yeah, that would definitely be like 30-minute, 1 hour type of consolidation. It could be the same on the 5 minute.
Does it in all the time frames?
Yep, but it's just gonna be better on the higher. So this, see how it kind of has this here?
Yeah.
And then it clears it down and comes up. Yep, kind of the same thing. Just with here, there's not a whole like this one candle went up. It didn't really clear anything, and this one came down, and we got one candle till we hit this. So it would need to be a bigger move. Like if we had, like I mean here, like this one kind of like 2 candles down, and then we get 2 candle nice move up kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So it would just need to be. I mean, this is even better right here. You see,
if you see it on 4 hours,
it really clears it.
Really good signal.
Yeah, it really just clears it out of the way.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, I wouldn't look at it on the 5 minute, but it's gonna work.
I'm just trying something new. You know, I never look at the 5 minute, but you know, since we had such a great night, now I'm just looking around. You know, exploring.
Oh, look at his Zoom chat. That's someone's.
It's not the same Josh we're talking to, is it?
Is that your?
Always the same Josh.
No. It's from YouTube.
Oh, okay. Did I miss one? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Overconfidence? Or I don't think that's about me. Yeah, I'll pull that up in a second.
I do the 4 hour time frame, but is there any time frame that you guys would recommend? Someone's asking.
For what? You do the 4 hour
just in general for trading.
I really like the 2 hour. 2 hours been really nice to me, so I think you gotta find what you like. The 4 hour.
You gotta watch the charts and see what you like.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only reason I would say 2 hour over 4 hour is because, are you even at the chart for 4 hours? If you're not, why is your bias off of? Because then your bias can't change for 4 hours pretty much. Sometimes there's a few times when there's a lot of volume where it'll just break the previous candle. You can change your bias and still get a trade in your trading time. But if you're looking at the 4 hour, you probably got to be there like 6 hours.
No, if you're looking at 4 hour, you're looking for a 2-3 day trade.
I think she's talking about bias.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it was just like a.
Yeah, I'm not sure what if it's.
Oh, for bias?
I don't know.
Yeah, you need to drill down.
Yeah, no. If you're trading on the 4 hour, then you're probably swing trading. I doubt you're scalping on the 4 hour. If you are, and it's not working, I would try dropping into the smaller time frame with where that 4 hour is going, or the 2 hour. I like the 2 hour. I don't know whose chart this is.
It's some guy named Robbie.
Yep. Damn, VJ coming at your life in the chat. I think that's a possibility for GJ. Yeah. Feel like there's a lot on here, and it could be simplified a little more. But that's just me. But if that's your plan, just trade it and see what happens. The only thing I would say, where's my thing? Is what happens if this happens? What do you do then? Or if you get something like, here, I'll change the color on that. Or if you get something like this, then what happens, kind of thing. But I do see your little buy thing, so I'm assuming this is kind of a possibility you're kind of looking at. But if you break up, that's where you're looking to get it. That makes sense. I just think, I mean, depends on your trading, but if you're looking at this area here, and this kind of support here, what is this line, and how come all of that's on there? would be my. Is that just like higher time frame targets, zones, whatever it is? But that's what I would be curious about. But it looks good. I think as long as whatever you're doing works, then keep doing it. But I think if you're struggling and you're not really where you want to be trading, I think making this more simple and less trend line and zony, and just focus on this and see how you improve. Focus on this and then what's to the left. Don't worry about all of this or all of this, because if you're not going to be trading into it, who cares? Who cares what happened down here on a random Tuesday 2 months ago at 4 o'clock? Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. What matters is this. That's it. Damn. Now Sean was on board with coming at your life. Ouch.
The person that was asking for the time frames was like as she said, like as far as not having to really look at the charts all the time. So if you stay looking at the charts, then it's best to go with like 2 hours.
I would say anywhere from 2 to 4 would make sense. Anything over 4, I mean 3 to 4 is kind of where I like to cap it. And then, because I feel like at that point, like your patience is kind of getting tested. Like you either took a trade and lost, and you're looking to get one, and you're just waiting forever, and it's just not giving you anything. Maybe you're getting irritated waiting so long, or you're just out of patience and you just want to take a trade to get it over with. I would say 3 to 4 hours is kind of where that could start to happen, depending on your like discipline level and whatnot. So if that's 2 hours, if after 2 hours you're like, okay, like come on, this is boring, like give me a trade already, I want to make money, then probably cut it at 2 hours till you get past that and have some better discipline, which you'll get. You just need to gotta know your limits. Like for me, after 3 trades, there's more motion in my trades. I'm not thinking clearly, and I'm sometimes, that is, and then my probability goes down. So after 3 trades, if it's a losing 3 trades, I just call it. I get away from the charts. That's where I cap it. Some people can do 10. Some people don't have any cap at all. They can just keep going. They're just really good. But for me, typically 3 trades is where I like to not push any further. So you just gotta figure out whatever your limit is, and then stay there till you improve, and then kind of gradually just up it. And like anything, the more you do it, the better you get. It's nothing complicated. And if we break this previous 30 minute, I think we're gonna see that 800 hit. Just
Don't
saying.
say that.
Just saying.
Don't say that. I just came out of my trade.
Oh man, I'm still in right now. Keep saying it.
See you later, Joannes. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I'm sorry.
I didn't get in at the break of the bearish candle, which is probably a better entry. Got in the break at the
At the wick.
Yeah, the bullish
candle. Yeah. I just didn't like the fact it was taking so long to move. So I just took 0.5% and ran.
Better than nothing.
Good idea.
I mean, I wasn't even planning to trade, so 0.5% is better than nothing. That's right.
Something's always better than nothing. Even if you made $1, you can go to McDonald's and hit the dollar menu, and you just got a free burger or nugget meal or some cookies.
I just realized there's all these secret menus in these restaurants, because I see always like notice somebody after I've ordered the expensive meal, they say, "Oh, have you got that saver menu still going on?" And then they will like order from it, and it's been like £1, and I've just paid £5 for a chicken burger. So yeah, you got to know about these deals. Some of them are like hidden off menu.
Chicken burger strikes again.
Oh,
Nah, I didn't say it this time.
Oh, God.
I said it.
I know, I'm just messing
Josh, someone in the chat's talking about US30. I know you trade that. I'm not sure if anybody else said. What do you have any thoughts on that as of right now or no?
I mean,
he's saying bull move, US30 on the bull move. Someone else was looking for buys also
I have
before.
an entry. Yeah, I have an entry right now at 26,050. She's running real nice. I mean, I've just been learning from Ted, man. You just gotta look at the 5 minute. You get your entries off the 5 minute. You get in and out, but now I've been holding my trades longer. But I mean, if you watch the 5 minute, it's pretty easy to trade on the 5 minute if you're in and out fast. And Ted does a lot of buy stops and sell stops. So,
And are your stop losses set based off the 5 minute as well then?
yeah, oh man, I go break even as soon as I'm in profit.
Okay.
So I get knocked out 10 times, but still keep your money because it flashes back and forth. But I learned from Ted, like if you go to break even fast, you know, if it stops you out, it stops you out. You look for a better entry, but it's better than going into some serious drawdown because US 30 will hurt your pockets bad.
There you go, guys. That's the man Josh talking about US 30. I believe, like,
I'm a rookie. I'm just learning. So.
But it's still good to hear what you're thinking and everything.
Yento, I'm either just past 2 years, or I'm right at 2 years. I don't know the exact date. But I know I'm right at 22, 23, maybe 24 and a half months, something like that is where we're at. Yeah, GJ could come down, but with what we have to the left, if volume pushes us up at open, it pushes us up. Once we get near open, I am going to trail my stop under this hourly, so I do protect something, because volume, we have noticed, tends to just rip down the past week or so. So I'm gonna just make sure I secure something once this is a little lower. But I think we still have potential to go up. If we look to the left on the hourly time frame, we could see this wick be filled. I don't know if we're gonna get that high, because if we look, we'll mark it here real quick, and then we'll go to the higher time frame, see what that looks like. Check out the 2 hour. So remember when we talked about last week, price kind of pulls towards these random wicks that just like break highs and lows randomly, like this one kind of broke all these lows. Price sort of pulled to it, even though we're trending down. Same thing. This big bullish wick here, it's bullish. We pulled down to it. We could be pulling up to this one, but I think if we look at the 4 hour, we have this kind of level here. So maybe we see it partially get towards it. I don't think we should fill it completely, but you never know. We could tap into this area here. We're going to tap somewhere in here and see some sort of reaction from this area right here. There's going to be some sort of something happening that we're going to need to watch out for. But looking at the daily, so our daily will we were kind of anticipating we get into here, which is right. So that line we drew, take a look. See right where it is? It's right here. So there is a good chance we could come just to it, maybe just past it, kind of tap into here, and then we start to come back down. So maybe we do pull towards that wick, because that would make sense on where we would retest on the daily. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some sort of reaction in here. So we'll see what open does. Open could rocket us up, could take us down, could do nothing. Either way, we have a winning session. So
No need to overtrade.
took me 2 years to get really good. Yeah, pretty much. I started to get really good though when I did join Rakeel and Ted, and when Rakeel's group, but I talked with him, Ted, and Monty a lot, and that really benefited me in every aspect, including life. As well as my coach, he's a mentor too. Not in trading, but in life, which goes hand in hand with trading. So, just really lucky with everyone I surrounded myself with. Yep.
It doesn't matter how long it takes for a person to, what was I gonna say, get consistent or good, whatever the terminology the person was using. On Forex, as like every person is different. Like some people like instantly are really good at Forex because they're so disciplined and stuff like that. Some people it takes a longer time.
Yeah, I mean, I blew my first account. I only made one account, but I blew it. I don't even think I can count that high as how many times I blew it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and then once I got with Rakeel, it was, that didn't happen, so.
I think it's just about cutting that learning curve, you know?
Yeah, I think that's what it is about, is just you need, like in the beginning, I mean, for me at least, it might be different for you, I'd like to hear after, but I just didn't understand that one losing day didn't mean I was going to not make money at the end of the week. I thought I had to make money every single day, every session, every trade I take. I need to make money in order to make money at the end of the week to pay myself. And I learned very long down the road that's not the case. Is that was that your experience, or what kind of gave you that perspective to get there?
I mean, with me, it was, you know, you don't want to set like super crazy expectations for yourself and be like, yo, I'm going to be making like $100, $200, $300 a day right off the bat. But it is about cutting that learning curve as much as you can, where you're back testing a lot more than most people are, or you're just putting in more chart time, and all that stuff equates to, and just understanding the market even more and reading and doing all the stuff you got to do. All that stuff equates to, you know, cutting that learning curve in a shorter amount of time.
I agree.
So.
I also think after a certain point, you just get sick of losing.
Yeah.
Like in blowing counts.
I just got sick of not following my plan. And I needed something to keep me accountable to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether that's making a Trello, showing your mentor or group leader, whatever, every single trade you take, every single day, whatever it is, there's something will work. Just gotta find it.
Yeah, I have a kind of a different story.
The Siri cats.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
My first like week or two of trading, I had like an amazing result. In 3 days, I went from like $500 to $18,000.
Holy cow!
And I was like destroyed because I had no idea what I was doing at that point. And to this day, I still don't know how I did that. but after that, I started to learn and test stuff, and then everything I learned and tested didn't match up. So I went through all of this learning and all of this stuff, and I didn't trust anything. So I had to go and piece together my own thing after all of that. And still actually working on it. But yeah, now I have a pretty good idea on what I did and what happened, but I still don't, because it's like once I fell off of a motorcycle, and the time between falling and hitting the ground is a missing gap in my history, like I lost that time, and you never get it back.
Wait, pardon me? I was just confused there.
I fell off a motorcycle, and it happened so quickly that there was this time gap, and I spent like 3 or 4 months wondering what happened within that time.
Yeah.
And finally I gave up trying to figure it out.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just confused. Never mind.
How does that compare to my trading experience?
No, never mind. Never mind.
It's okay, bro.
I'm sorry.
No worries here either.
Why are most demos trades successful when they go live? Either never execute or hit stop loss. Because in demo you don't get to have the psychological factor in play. because it's not your money. It's like fake to you. So that's why. Like on demo, you can perfect your technical analysis, but not the mental side of trading. And that happened to me too when I went demo to real.
Yes, psychology and emotions.
Yeah, but most people say that the broker demo is different from the live, and in most of the good brokers that I've used, it's almost exactly the same.
Yeah, I've heard that too, but I haven't really seen that personally for me to have the same sort of experience, Cats.
I've actually tested it on, well, like IC markets, it's almost exactly the same. You can.
But I think when it's your money on the line, it can't be replicated. That feeling of losing money and winning money, you know, the psychological impact and emotions that it gives you when you take a losing trade, because it's real money that you've lost.
Yeah.
Versus, you know.
Yeah, I tried that thing where you trade on the demo account and then you link up through the copier, the other live accounts, and I heard it worked for someone, but it didn't work for me.
That's the thing. Like some stuff works for certain people, some stuff doesn't work for certain people. It's like you have to find what works for you.
Yeah, Connor, on this, I think just making sure that resistance forms is gonna be important. But I think that looks good. That makes sense. So just make sure you're aware of how bullish we are right now. And then if we do break above, do you have a plan to catch it if we continue up?
But I have another thing to say about demo counts, and it is
people have this attitude that any time you spend doing demo trading is like lost time or not worth it. I completely disagree. I don't regret any of the time I've spent demo trading, and I've learned a lot from it.
Yeah, and I think with the time thing, like you have to spend like hundreds of hours on the chart to even know what you're doing. I feel like it's not like we just show up here and like in like a couple of days you know what you're doing. It all took us ton of time.
Yep, looks like GJ.
Yeah, I was testing something last week and I did 300-400 trades just testing.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week I did 300 or 400 trades testing something and trying to get through one little thing. Now, is it over trading? Yes, but did I get through the thing? I actually got to where I could see it from the side. I didn't get through it.
But like you said, that you're testing something. That's not your actual plan. Like, you get what I mean?
No, it's something that is going to help later, maybe.
And,
yeah,
maybe. And that's different from when you're like starting off learning.
Yo,
like,
GJ's pushing. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm watching on my phone right now.
Oh,
jeez.
I close at 5 pips. It goes and does.
There's 700.
I re-entered because I was bored.
Yay!
I definitely re-entered at the break of the last 15.
Watch out. Well, Asian Open didn't even happen yet, so be careful, guys.
Yeah. 7 minutes. This is definitely the place you do not want to get in.
Also, someone in the chat, I want to mention this before, said that they keep forgetting to put stop loss. Don't even look at a trade. Don't even look to enter if you don't know where your stop loss is going to be and if you don't know where your entry is going to be. That took me a while to figure out, but trust me, like don't enter a trade if you don't know where your target is and where your stop loss is.
And 37 pips, I am out.
Ooh,
There's no even trade.
My trade a second ago was let's see.
You secured
like
right?
30 seconds.
I'm still in this. I'm gonna just let it ride out. That's such a small runner.
Whoever just exited GJ, congrats.
Yep, that just hit my target that I was looking for. I got my extra 10 pips. I'm done.
Yeah, Asian Open.
Yep.
No, Asian Open is not 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's 8 p.m. because I have the same standard time. Sydney Open is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I believe so.
I'm gonna grab me a coffee so I can watch the Asian Open in style.
Hey, here I have a tip for everybody in both chats. If you have an iPhone, there's an app called Forex Hours that you can download, and you click on it, and it shows you what markets are open the time you click it. It's pretty cool. It's a free app.
There you go, chat. That's how you figure out the session.
It's called Forex Hours, and
Cool.
you download it, and it's real simple. You click on it, and it'll show you what markets are open at the time you click it, and which ones are closed, and when they open, what time, how many hours till they open. Like Sydney closes in 7 hours, Tokyo 8 hours, local time. Like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Does anyone really trade the Sydney hours, or is it just London, New York, and Asia?
Sydney overlaps with the Asian because Sydney opens like an hour before. So it's not nothing like where people like people. So I can't talk about people, but for myself, I just look at GA to see what happens during Sydney Open. But more, like today, it was just consolidating when I checked it.
I think you should know the session that you should trade.
Yeah.
That suits your lifestyle, your work, and all that, right? See, after lockdown, I think I'm going to be trading different sessions. Like, definitely not Asian.
See, I have the opposite. I've been trading New York now more. Like I was able to trade it before, but not as much. But I feel like after I go back to work, I'm only be trading Asian. And Asian is my baby, bro. I understand it much more than New York session. Not fully yet, but much more.
I'm going to be going back to school, so I'm probably not going to wake up at 5 a.m. on the West Coast over here for New York. I'm probably just going to trade Asian when I go back to school in the fall.
Yeah, the market's always here.
So this is a great example of why, everyone's situation is different, right? So you choose a session that suits you. Yeah, I'm going to try and just trade like London, maybe get up early.
I'm New York.
Yeah, even when I was in school, I used to like just get up early, try to trade London while doing like some work on the side just to prepare for my classes and then just trade these.
Nice.
You say you trade London?
Not London, New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to get up early and then just prepare for classes and trade New York on the side and then trade Asian. And once I'm done with classes.
Got it.
For you guys, London, you got to be up at 2 in the morning or something.
Yeah, for me that's
midnight.
What it is.
Yeah, for me it's midnight.
If I'm up,
Midnight's not too bad.
But I listen to Monty. Monty is hilarious. I like Monty.
I wanna watch his streams more, but it's just like the worst time for me.
It's my time, but I'm sleeping then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When does Asian Open? It's coming up to 10 a.m. Sydney. All I can say is Asian Open for me is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in 2 minutes.
Yep, 2 minutes.
But you guys gotta. Never mind. I'll let that one go.
Yep.
Yeah, I hate trading at midnight, but early morning and early evening is great.
Person said I've traded all 3 the last 2 weeks while I'm learning. I do not recommend that at all. And you can ask the rest of the guys in the Zoom chat, but I recommend sticking to one session, understanding it fully, and then maybe possibly moving on to another session. You're gonna burn yourself out looking at all 3, and you're not gonna be able to understand one session fully. So that's how I feel about that. What do you guys
more
think?
than one session gets crazy. I agree.
Yep.
Yeah, and even within that session, you're just meant to focus 2, 3, 4 hours max, right?
Yeah.
If you want to be crazy and you don't want to have any reference and nobody can teach you or help you, then you just trade all 3 sessions and you'll be just like that.
Guys, I'm out.
Alright, Harrison.
See you. Cheers, Paul.
Cheers, Harrison.
See you.
Later, man.
Hey, Harrison.
Thanks.
Peace out, Harrison. Karate. I believe Josh said an app that you can look at. I'm not sure what the app was, but you can rewind the stream, I believe so, or unless someone else knows.
Yep.
Forex hours.
It's called Forex Hours. That's what they're saying.
But I think it gives. I'm looking at it now. I think it gives like local time rather than your location time.
But you can always fix that. Just a quick Google search.
Let's see what open does. We're gonna rock it down or keep going up.
I find to trade in Asian session and let it ride till London close, but been going good so far. Yeah, Asian session you can let more of like a swing type of trade happen.
Yep, into
It's
London.
not gonna, yeah, it's not gonna flip flop back and forth that much.
Yep, you gotta kind of time it right though with your higher time frame. So like the 4 hour and the daily, gotta kind of map out where those should go, whatever your analysis is, and then I think it makes sense to leave a little bit of your position running into London, maybe into New York too, depending on where your entry is too. So few factors that go into there, but.
What is Asian Open doing?
I don't know. I wonder if we're gonna go up. Let's make a
come
little
back.
hourly bottom wick, and then
You might have you don't think we're gonna have like a bigger retest on the higher time frames, like 30?
133, 450 for a retest.
yeah, I don't know. We're so high up in the range. I think open could just finish pushing us up to that resistance 800, 850.
Strange Productions, you lost 1300 of your 1400 account. Should I stop, or any suggestion? I suggest learning or investing in like some sort of education for trading, if that's a mentor, if that's some sort of books you're looking into. That's what I suggest. Invest in education before you keep trading.
Mm-hmm.
That's way better money spent.
Yeah.
Join the streams.
Yep.
Yeah.
Live streams, mentorships. It's all worth it. Even if the mentorship fee is all you have to put into your trading account, by the time you learn the skill, you'll have more money saved up to then actually put money into use and benefit from it by the time you save it up again.
Yeah, and the amount you lost is like the amount like mentors or like good mentors that the only mentors I know is Raja and Paul and Monty. That's how much like most of their stuff costs. Is like you lost it, so might as well use it towards something.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you have to use these mentors, as whatever you feel comfortable with, or any books, whatever you're into.
Yeah, I've left a few positions running into London. It just depends on where we enter at. If we enter in a spot where I believe price could kind of wick up to and take me out, I tend to secure more of it. Versus if we get in right at if this went bearish and started ripping down and we got in right at the top, then that one I would leave to run into London and leave more of it to run versus the other way. So there's a few factors that go into it. It just depends where we get in, what the higher time frames are looking like, where our volume's at, stop loss size, position. Like there's a couple things that go into it, but if the higher time frame makes sense, then I like to leave a little bit to go, just kind of see what happens.
Muhammad Ali, I believe so. Any good places to learn Forex? I learned most of my stuff off of YouTube. The three mentors that we always talk about, Raja, Monty, Paul. Any suggestion, guys? He's already learned off of Baby Pips. Any book suggestion, anything like that, guys?
The website in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, obviously the mentors, Paul, Raja, Monty.
Monty doesn't mentor, but
Monty doesn't mentor?
No.
Oh, never mind.
Just me and Ricky.
Listen to a podcast, the Trading Nut podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go.
Definitely Trading Nut would be a good free one.
Psychology, trading psychology books. There's let me just look for my saved list.
I've yet to read a trading book.
I've been listening.
I'm more of like a YouTube guy.
Yeah, I've been listening to Trading in the Zone, and it's.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's not really. I mean, it's teaching me a little bit about like price, but it's just a lot of good psychology and perspective for sure.
Good mindset stuff, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the book, it talks a lot about
Just
they're
having winning attitude and stuff like that.
yeah,
Confidence and.
Yep, yeah, a trader that has super good like technical analysis but a poor losing attitude, a trader with bad technical analysis but a good winning positive attitude is going to do better than the person with better analysis. He talks about that a lot. I think that makes sense. I mean, obviously you can't just take random buys and sells. You need some fundamental basic knowledge, but I think the person with the better attitude is going to definitely go further for sure. Because the winning is going to be, they're both going to be happy when they win, but the person with the bad attitude when they lose is probably going to go back and try and get their money back, because they think they're better than the market, or they think they're above it. Where the happy positive person will be like, you know what, I was wrong, I'll come back tomorrow. So in that aspect, I think the attitude and the mindset is a lot of trading.
Yeah, and you have to realize that trading is just like everything else. Like, do you think you're going to become a doctor overnight and perform surgery? Or, so it's just like same thing with trading. You think you're going to be a full-time trader overnight? No, it doesn't work like that. You need to put in the time, and you need, like, a student goes to class, gets a degree to become a doctor. In trading, traders show up and they just think they can start making money immediately, and it's just like, not. You gotta be logical. You gotta be reasonable.
Totally
yeah,
agree.
that's facts.
I think this stream shows a lot of that, because we have, like Monty's stream and Rakil's stream, they have more experienced traders like Ted and Monty, Rakil, and Kerwin, and all those guys on there. So they have more like experienced traders in that aspect, and then here we have more like newer traders that are just, like, doing really well, or they're just starting to do really well. So I think it just gives it gives our stream a different kind of perspective. Like, hey, I just started doing this long. This is what I experienced. This is how I got over it. And it was like, you got over it like a few weeks ago. Where the other streams, it's more like, I got over this a few years ago kind of thing.
Yeah, like for me, I've been even trading live. I haven't even been doing it for almost a year yet. It hasn't even been a year for me.
And how are you doing?
Trading?
Yeah.
It's ever since I found your live streams and looked at you as a mentor and joined the group, it's been phenomenal. Like, I've been getting like, before I'd be like, okay, I might have one week where I'm up in the blue, I might have 1 week I'm losing. It'll be more losing weeks than winning weeks. Now I'm on like a hot streak. I've only had winning weeks. I'm actually compounding my account.
Perfect.
And that's ever since I've joined your stream, and because I love the way that you trade it. I feel like it fits my personality. Because I can be honest, I'm not like, I get emotional. Like, I used to, like, not as of right now, but before I used to get emotional, and I hated holding trades sometimes for too long. And then I know your style is like, you like to get in and out quickly, like 10 pips, 20 pips, and then you're out. And that helped me. I love the way that your trading style was. Trust me, I've improved a handful.
Awesome. That's what I'd like to hear.
This is probably gonna be my best month in percentage-wise.
That's something to talk about. A month of consistency. That's really good. That's
really good.
I feel like that's hard for a lot of people to hit. Like, a good week, and then a bad week or two, and then a good week is kind of where a lot of people are probably at. But once you hit that good month, and then, like, it's like, okay, if I don't change anything, I'm gonna have a good month next month, and a good month next month, and you can just, it builds confidence to not worry too much about the little losses.
Yeah, because I still have like sometimes losing sessions, but I know, like, as the way that my month is going, I know that at the end of the month I'm gonna be up percentages, and that's all I care about. Trust me, I've lost my fair share of trades just like anybody else.
I'm not trusting myself with a larger account just yet. I'm still playing with smaller funds until I get disciplined.
I agree.
Very
with you.
wise.
So today was test number 1, which was see some setups and try and stay out of it, like, because I found that if I take a losing trade, I'm like, okay, then I'm sort of, then the next one I'm trying to force a trade, you know what I mean, just to break even or something. So I need to just stay disciplined.
Yep, that'll help discipline too. But
A quick little, sorry.
You're good. I'm just babbling, so.
With you saying that, like, I know you said you just changed your lot size, right?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. Because I thought you were talking about, like, you upped your lot size a bit.
Oh no, like I've got, like, I wanted to increase my lot sizes, but increase my funds as well in my account. But I'm not going to do that until I'm more disciplined.
Oh, okay.
My trading and like the number of trades and the sessions in trading, I need to fine tune that. Stick to one at the moment. I'm doing one or two trades in Asian, and then 1, maybe 2 trades in New York, because
that's really good. That's strong discipline.
So although I'm looking at 2 sessions, it's once lockdown's over, I'm going to be like in bed before Asian, so all I'll be doing is New York session.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good thing about that is it kind of doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as it's up to you and you're satisfied once you pull that trigger. Because I've done everything in between, and
yeah, as much as I would like to see a bit more monetary gain, I think if the percentages can be consistent over a couple of months, then I'll add some more funds and then I'll trade larger lots.
One thing I also recommend, sorry.
Go ahead, sorry.
This is not for you, this is just for, like, the stream. I was saying, don't, like, when it first started, I would look at, like, oh, I made, like, we'll say, like, $20 today, I made $20 today, I made $10 today. The moment I switched that mindset to pips and percentages, it helped me. My emotions were much more controlled than when I was looking at it in, like, a profit wise, like, oh, I made $10 today, $20 today. So that's one thing I recommend. Whenever you're looking at say trades, look at it in pips or percentages.
Yeah, because also if you're looking at it like in dollars or anything like that, it puts a lot more pressure on you psychologically. Because then you're thinking like, okay, I lost like $30, $20, $100, $1,500, whatever it may be, versus pips, and then you're like, okay, well, that puts less stress on you.
Yep, I 100% agree with that. That's what. And also, it's like when you go.
Sorry. I plugged in my FX book with it, so it tells me the percentage per day I'm doing and stuff.
Yeah, I've just started doing that as well.
So I know I've done 3% or 3.5% yesterday, and 0.5% today. So that's like 4%.
And that's for the week, right?
That's just Monday, 2 days.
Yeah, that's amazing already, bro. Like, pretend you stop trading even like for the rest of the week. That's like you're already up 4%. That's amazing.
But that's my point. From a monetary perspective, it's not a lot because my account size for the minute is small as I'm getting disciplined and learning. But if when I get comfortable and I put some more funds in there, that 1%, that 4%, whatever, is a lot of money. Yeah, I was like initially not feeling good with the pound amount or the dollar amount, but when I looked at it from a percentage of my account size, I was actually like, oh, okay, I'm happy now. Actually, 4% is a lot.
Yeah, playlist is just this pretzel player. I can't rewind. I can skip and pause. That's it. So, but I'm gonna journal this trade real quick. Kind of looking something like that, maybe. Yeah, that's cool, I guess. As long as it looks pretty. There we go. Yeah, I mean, if you're coming to the live streams, I think your best bet is taking your own trades with your own analysis, and listening, and then asking questions. And if your question gets missed, ask it again, and just don't spam the chat, but ask it until it gets answered. Because sometimes there's just, I'm looking at my chart, I'm looking to get in, I'm looking to manage my stop loss, and I miss questions. So if you're asking a question and it has an answer, just keep asking it without spamming till it gets answered. And I think just asking as many questions, like come to Asian session, ask all the questions about Asian session, my entry style, my stop loss, everything. Go to the New York session, do the same thing. Go to London, do the same thing. And there's more than enough information that you're going to be able to pick bits and pieces from all three streams and put together your own ideas and strategy and trading plan, and just pick everything out that you like. So if you like my stop loss idea, but you don't like my entry, you like to wait for a close, like they do in London or New York session, then use the stop loss, but use their kind of entry style, or just little things like that. Like there's no one way to do it. There's so many ways to do this. Like just think of it like going to the gym. Is there one bicep exercise to make your arms bigger? No. There's probably, you could do so many. It's the same thing here. There's no, this is how it is, this is what you have to do, because everyone's different. So you need to do what works for you. Like for one person, you might get big arms doing preacher curls. Another person might get it doing straight bar curls. It's the same idea. It's just a little different. Doesn't mean it's wrong. If it works, it's not wrong. So if what you're doing is working for you and someone says it's wrong, just stop talking to that person, because they're clearly too ignorant to step outside of their own shoes and be like, that's interesting, that's cool that works. It's different than what I do, but it still works. So if they're too ignorant to see that, I wouldn't associate with that person. Now I forgot what I was doing. Okay, yeah, here we go. I mean, people make money counter trend trading. Like they'll literally be selling bullish candles and they still win. And if you can do that, I mean, what can't you do?
Say the current 30s breaking the...
Yeah, I saw that. That sell would make sense with what we saw all week last week, and to kind of retrace and kind of retest here. But it does look like volume's sort of dying out, if you ask me. At least right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't sell it until the volume gets up.
Maybe the break even
watching
hourly.
It just kind of went down a few pips, and now it's just
Euro yen.
It's just hanging out.
Yeah. Why can't I free move these? It's good enough.
Snap. Like it snaps the grid or something, right?
I believe FTMO does every country, but I'm only from one, so I know it works anywhere in the U.S. for sure. In Canada, it works. Anywhere else, I don't know, but I would assume it would. It would really limit their target audience if they didn't cater to everyone like that. But I believe they do. You can just go on the website and check. Yep, I'll pull up AU in a minute. Just remind me. Just ask again. And if you missed the analysis in the beginning, I will run through it as soon as I finish marking this up one last time, and then it'll be on Instagram and in Trello with the rest of the stuff. As soon as I finish making this pretty.
A nice session it was.
Yeah, it played out really better than I expected. I mean, FTMO, it took me 10 days and 10 days. I think one of them took maybe 12 days. But I don't think that matters. I think what matters is that you consistently see the account continue to grow up and not grow down. Because it can't really grow down, it just kind of gets smaller. Can you ask homework questions? Depends on the homework. But I think if we're not in a trade or we're not super serious mode, I think we could answer that. Have a little fun. This trading should be fun. Alright, so 5 and then we got 6. We secured 50% at 1-to-1. Which was about this push here.
Are you guys still in your runners?
No, I closed literally at the tip.
Nice. I'm still in my runner. I'm just letting it go. See what happens.
Yeah, I think it'll go. I mean, it there was a number I was looking to hit today and it hit. So I was like, oh, this morning didn't do it. I'm gonna take it today. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I tried twice this morning. All I wanted was 2-to-1. And it just would not happen. It like tap 1-to-1, and then it's like, all right, you're good. We're done going your way. So once I hit that 2-to-1, I was like, yeah, I'm out. And I think the runner hit 3-to. Nope, the runner hit 4-to-1 or 5-to-1. I'll check it in a sec.
It's a beauty. I gotta trade. I gotta journal this too. I might do it in there. Do you only take trades based on the bias of the previous 4-hour candle?
2-hour and 4-hour.
Yeah, for Paul it's 2-hour and 4-hour. For me, I was very strict on the 4-hour rule, but as I got comfortable with my trading style, I've changed it slightly. I do still look at the 4-hour rule, but I look at more of the areas if the 4-hour is coming to like a resistance or support, and then look at what I want to do on the lower time frames.
You're looking at the 5 and 10 second candles, right?
Yeah.
Damn, everyone is coming at your life, bro.
It's okay.
We're gonna need to have a.
TradeView Mobile has this weird setting, isn't it? Like 30-second setting.
Well, they did it because Awanda, the broker, actually has it on their old Java platform. If you go in there, they have like, I think it's a 3-second, 5-second, and 10-second candles. You can actually watch the chart.
Yeah. That'd be like some super hyper scalping.
You know, if you watch it for a while, it looks normal. It's crazy.
Oh, I bet.
Anyone uses a time stop to manage trades? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Does anybody know what he means by that?
I think that means you're after so long and you leave the trade.
Yeah, if like you're expecting it to like move in the next 5 minutes or the next like 15 minutes and it doesn't, then just close.
Oh.
Yeah, I've heard Raja do that as well.
You have?
Is that manually or is that like an automatic thing?
I think he means like manually, is like if it doesn't go, like how Dorian's saying, like if it doesn't, like you would say this is gonna go in the next 15 minutes, but it just plays around for like the next 30 minutes. So you're just like, okay, it's not gonna go your way.
Some people actually use an indicator that'll cut them off for X amount of time.
Really? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it is a thing.
It makes
more
sense.
you learn.
If you're scalping, you shouldn't be in a trade. I don't think for more than 30 minutes unless it's your runner, right?
Yeah. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I'd say you can go like almost like an hour.
I mean, we were in this one for
And
about
like on intraday, if
45.
you're trying to get a 1 hour trend and then it's been going for 2 or 3 hours and it's gone nowhere, it could reverse on you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's all in perspective.
Yep, exactly right, John Harder. Exactly. Alligator indicator looks so promising. Yeah, not something I would hold my breath on though. So far so good. 4-1. Not bad. Did a lot of detail on this one. There was so much going on. I wanted to really give the full breakdown on everything because there were some different biases and ideas. So hopefully this canceled everything. So we'll start. We were bullish, looking at the 4 hour. We kind of wicked down below, and then we went up, filled the wick daily. Had a nice wick fill too. And then nope. There we go. And then we had this strong support formed. This was kind of right when we started to come into the session. Closed just barely above, closed above again, but we closed weak. So the idea was if this resistance is respected and we're coming down, then we're not getting above this candle and we're going to continue down. Price broke above, we took an entry, price continued up. That's all it was, and targeted this little wick fill with a little bit more anticipation. 700 was the target. We literally hit 700 on the dot, almost 704. Yeah, 706. So that's what we were looking for. Now we're just hanging out. 30 minute. I think here 30 minute you gotta maybe wait for a new high to finish getting to the rest of the target, which would be like right about here. And so this 30 minute closes bearish, you break above. I think that's a good entry to get up to there. That'd be a nice little 10 12 pip stop, 20 pip gain. Pretty good 2-to-1 right there. Otherwise wait for us to come down, form support here. But the idea would be is if we break above, then we form support above here, which is fine. Still form the support. And then price should continue to move up. Hourly, just looks like we're making a bottom wick on the hourly. 30 minute, yep, just bottom wick. We broke that low, but we're kind of just been sitting there for, I think we dropped down and broke this low in the first couple minutes, and we just been sitting here ever since. So maybe look for a new high above this bearish one to then continue that move up on the higher time frame with the 2 hour, 4 hour daily kind of thing. 15 minute, yep. So 15 minutes kind of, we could see something right here. Looks like we're trying to form a support right there. But depending on the lows and highs created here will determine if this is a support or a resistance. And maybe some little support here. So if you make higher lows, higher highs here, then you have formed support to go up. If you make lower highs and lower lows, then you're going to be coming down, and it'll probably be some sort of resistance right there. But that's 15 minutes, so I think 30 minute is going to be better confirmation, because 30 minute is clean down to here. But if you break above a bearish 30 minute, there's still some good volume left in the market, is what that would tell me. And then we should see that continue to move up, and then we should see that hourly flip bullish and fill the wick and hit our target. That would be my idea if I was looking for a trade. Yep, my
Great markup and explanation on the trade, Paul, by the way. I think I will always appreciate that.
Yep, thank you. I mean, I'm not trading, but I'm sure somebody's still looking for something.
No, I mean on your write-up and the explanation of the trade we took.
Oh, yeah, the journaling part. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will
went a little
always
overkill.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I like to. I mean, you're in the group. I hold everyone accountable for your charts. If you're taking trades, you're not taking charts, you're gonna get less attention than you probably want. So if I'm gonna expect everyone in the group, mentors or subscriptions, to journal every trade, why do I get an exception, kind of thing. So plus whenever I don't journal, my consistency goes down. So I know as long as I keep doing everything I'm doing, journaling, same strategy, everything, then I'll be fine. Most volatile during Asian, sometimes hour and a half before the Asian Open or Tokyo Open, we see good volume like we did today. Sometimes we get volume, really good volume 30 minutes ago, but typically what happens is since we had all that volume in before the session, once the open comes, you're not going to see that rocket of volume we normally see. So it kind of either bottles itself up till open and then we get a nice little burst 20-30 pip move right away at open, or we kind of see a gradual push before open and then a slow dwindling move after open. So in the beginning, the idea was the 30-minute is continuing to make higher highs and higher lows, which shows that there's some sort of volume for the Asian session, that is. Because normally if there's not, 30 minutes and 1 hours don't continue to break highs and lows of previous, and we just kind of hang out till open. But because we were breaking highs and creating higher lows on the 30-minute and the 1 hour time frame, that told me that there's a good chance we could see volume before open and then kind of a dwindling bit of volume at open, which is what we're seeing. So when you stick to one session or you trade consistently each session at the same time, those are little things you pick up on. Because I've noticed on GJ and Asian session, if there's no volume, the 1 hour will stay within the previous 1 hour candle. And if that was the case when we came to the chart down here, if that were the case, we would have stayed somewhere in these two candles here. But we made a higher low, we got above, we went up. Simple. Let me see if I can find an Asian session for like an example. I mean, Sunday was a good example. We kind of just stayed within this entire hourly candle. See, we barely wicked above and we never even got below. So Asian session was about 20 pips for the entire session. This looks different. We're not sitting in within one candle. So just little things like that. Little clues the market gives you.
Yeah, that concept was pretty hard to grasp for a while. Higher highs and higher lows. When you're first starting, it's just kind of confusing.
Mm-hmm.
And once you start understanding resistance, support zones, and then you start to understand like why higher highs and higher lows are so important around support and resistance zones.
Yep.
And then it just starts to make sense from there, and then you gotta just trust your own analysis at the end of the day. I mean, consider what other people are saying, of course, but just really trade what you see, and yeah.
Yeah, so I'll try and do a quick little drawing. So let's say we have, gonna do some drawing and have some fun. Hopefully I can put on the screen what I'm trying to say. So let's say we have this, we'll do this line. Let's say we have this 4 hour target here and we're starting here. But everything in between here is just one nice candle. So let's say we have that, and this, our 4 hour target is going to be up here. So we'll make a little zone. And remember, this is we'll say this is the 4 hour. So 4 hour support, 4 hour resistance. That's kind of where we're looking to go. But then in between, we have a 30-minute level here, and then an hourly level here. But 4 hours still clean, and we're continuously seeing higher highs and higher lows. So if we're coming up to this resistance with our candles, that might be too light. Yeah, I think that's gonna be too light. If we're coming up to resistance with our candles, if this is a resistance, then we're gonna see stuff like that happen. But you can anticipate if structure on the 4 hour from here is constantly like this, and you know that you're good till you get up to here, and you see higher highs and higher lows into these smaller time frame resistances or supports, it can go either way. You can kind of anticipate it breaking and the higher time frame kind of continuing through those levels, and then you see that reaction up there. Granted, you're going to see reactions at each of these levels, but what you're not going to see going up is higher highs and higher lows. You're going to see price kind of come up, hit resistance, and then you're going to see candles do this. They're not going to get higher. They're going to get higher, lower, and lower highs is what they're going to do. So then you know after you see this, this is a resistance. But if you come to a resistance and you see this, how is that resistance when you're breaking through it? Because price doesn't go up when it hits resistance. It comes down if it's a resistance. So that's the thing, is you need to wait to see if it is a resistance. Because just because something's there doesn't mean that. So if we have resistance right here, that doesn't mean guaranteed 100% we hit here, we're coming down. That doesn't mean that at all. It means you could see resistance and you could see price come down, but you need to react based on what happens, not based on, oh, we had resistance here, we're gonna have resistance here again and we're gonna come down, because you don't know that. You could see this candle pattern right here form. You could see this form right here, and your next candle does this. How do you explain that? Well, support. That's how you explain that. Price made support. Because you notice that candle, I drew that wrong. It would look like this. But if you look, this candle never got below this candle, so there was no lower low established. So no further confirmation to come down. But we broke the high. Why? Because we're going up. And then we're going to see higher highs and higher lows. So just got to look at the candles, and the zones are just areas you need to pay attention to, kind of thing. So maybe in here, you take it zone to zone. In here, take it zone to zone. If you continue to break through, maybe leave a little position to run risk-free, kind of thing. So that's kind of how you can look at zones and map the higher time frame with the smaller time frame to then kind of have it make sense in terms of zones. So like this one, higher time frame was bullish. We anticipated this to break through here as long as we made higher highs and higher lows, which we did, and we broke through. Now we have this resistance here, and we have the lower lows and lower highs, and prices coming down. So maybe once you broke here, you entered here with a stop loss here, and you just caught a nice little, you risked 7 pips with spread, you're already up 9, 10 pips. So you're already above 1-to-1 in that one candle. That's all you need. You're done for the day.
Yeah.
So,
normally I would have taken that.
Yep.
Today I just sitting out.
Hopefully my drawings made sense. They made sense in my head, so.
I wonder if it's retesting that area, or is it gonna continue down?
Yep, I think it could be. Yeah, I'm low-key an artist on the side, so I mean, no big deal.
An artist, a fitness
bodybuilder,
bodybuilder, a trader. What are you gonna be, a politician next?
President. No, I hate politics. I refuse to even talk about it, so definitely not a politician.
Yeah, I hate
politics. And yes, Paul, I'm done for the day. Thanks.
Nice.
And I did catch that last one.
Oh, you caught these cells?
Yeah, just a little bit of it.
Nice. Where's the music?
I caught enough to make me done for the day.
That's all that matters.
Did you catch the buy earlier?
Yes.
Nice.
I did catch the buy.
Nice.
Yo, back in the building.
Dangerous, you need 10 hours a day, every single day, 7 months consistently, and your drawing can be that good.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just sent my chart. Just for a quick review of my explanation.
Okay, I think I missed a chart. See you later, Rise. Sorry if I didn't reply. Oh yeah, you've been gone. Yep, yeah, never religion or politics. Yep. I refuse to talk about either anyway, so I'm good to go. If someone talks about it,
Man, I
I'm just
love
like,
being done by this time of the day. I
Yep.
love it.
Yeah. If someone talks about it, I'm just like, yeah, that's cool. Okay. And then I just try to change the topic as quickly as possible.
Of course, Paul, it's hard to tell what constitutes politics these days.
Yep. So this chart looks... Can you walk me through this? Oh, it's moving. This is cool. I love it when I get these. I don't know how to send them, but this is super cool. Alright, so price broke resistance. Missed this. Yep, okay. Created minor support. Yes. Do you see, I don't know, how do I pronounce your name properly?
H.
H?
Yeah.
Perfect. So, do you see, can you, I know you know why, but I just want you to say it so everyone else sees it. When you say this created support, can you tell me why you know that was support and not resistance up here?
So the bullish candle that I entered on broke the high of that bearish candle.
And
So
that
that's
kind
why-
of, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, that's why, in my view, that was no longer resistant then.
Yep. Because if it is resistance, why are we going up?
Yeah, it shouldn't break that. Yeah.
Yep.
Should respect that. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. That's perfect. I think that was a beautiful trade. That was still what? Over 2 to 1 for you, right? Looks like
It would have been, but I closed early, right? I saw that candle messing around.
Mhm.
As soon as I closed, it popped.
Took off on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just put a note to myself, like just set it to, like set the stop loss to PE and let it run. Not worry about it.
Yeah, I'll send my chart as well, actually. Because something similar happened to me.
I think I got a little bit impatient with it. Like maybe previous losses and the fear sometimes.
Yeah, that's why I missed that initial move, just like you.
It's fear, right?
Yeah, I've been missing it for weeks on the stream, and I was like, you know what? I see it happen perfectly. I'm just gonna just start jumping in it, and it's been working pretty well.
How's that chart moving?
What's up?
That chart was moving, right? I don't know. Like,
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I think you can only do that with a direct link.
Oh right.
Yep. No, not cardio. It would be both. Depending on it. Okay, depending on your fitness goals. We'll have my coach back on here again in the future, for more questions and have a good time and whatnot. You were gonna send your chart?
Yeah, I just sent it.
Where? Oh, you sent. Oh, you can send it in Zoom, just so you know.
Oh, okay. I'll do that next time.
Yeah. And then you're gonna walk us through it.
Yeah.
Perfect. You can annotate if you want. It's really fun. Yeah, just send a link in Zoom. Your link didn't work. You can send a full link too.
You sent your chart? Yeah, I just sent it. Oh, you can send it in Zoom.
D-boy, mute your mic, please. Yeah, lifting weight, you can lose. Lifting weights, you can lose weight. And actually, we're both wrong because you lose weight by eating right. You don't lose weight by just working out and doing cardio. You need to eat right. Yeah, diet. I am almost back in prep. We are inching our way. I think in a few weeks I'll be fully locked in.
Sure, bro.
Yeah.
I think in a few weeks I'll be fully back into prep in terms of diet, supplements, and everything. So that's kind of the plan. Yep, but it would be diet for sure. Dorian, did you send your chart in Zoom? I don't see it yet.
You get disconnected or something?
I just sent it over.
Oh, you can just send the link. That didn't work last time.
Shoot.
Yeah, just click on the camera, click copy link, and drop in the link. Oh yeah, gut health is key. I take I have a terrible gut, so I take pull up my sups. Allow products. Immune health, I think. So I take these Opti Greens right here every day. I take this every day. And then there's two more things I take. Where are we at? There's a heart health one I take. I'm just gonna go products. I don't wanna take around. Say it's the greens. And then that GI Advantage. Yep, and then I take this whole heart one. Works with like cardiovascular, LDL, HDL, and then a joint support, which is incredible. This is my favorite one, this joint one. I feel like I've never lifted before, and I have no injuries or anything. It's amazing. But yep, that is what I take daily. So far, so good. All right, there we go. Now I see it, Dorian. Does your GF eat? Yep, she is actually on prep right now. So she is starting full-on diet mode very soon.
So what happened right here was, so I missed this move right here.
Yep.
Missed this move up right here. I talked myself out of it, but we still had clean traffic to the left, so still looking for a nice trade, good trade. And I got in once we broke this wick right here, but the trade wasn't doing what I wanted to do in the time frame that I anticipated. So I closed the trade for around break even.
Mm-hmm.
But once the price started to come up and break these wicks right here,
and you re-entered.
When I re-entered with the stop loss, a tight stop loss below here. So I got about 1 to 1.15 risk reward right at the 700 level where you took your runner.
Nice.
It was like a 2-minute trade. Yeah, but I re-entered, which was key. I didn't get discouraged when I closed for break even. I still thought that we could come up to my zone up here, this gray zone right here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good that I had confidence in my analysis, and I still believe that it can play out, but I followed through with it.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
That was good that you had the confidence to take the same trade again. That's always really good.
Thanks.
I've had that same issue where I kind of don't take it and then take it late anyway, and then I close early and then I'm like, no, this is still where I'm going, and I see a re-entry, and then I'm like, instead of maximizing on the pips, I've taken like 2 small chops at it rather than one nice chunk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does that sound like sort of what you're doing as well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Like once I closed for break even, like I knew I wanted to break. I wanted to break this 30-minute high right here. And like it wasn't breaking the high. It was like right here.
Yeah. So you saw exactly the same thing, and I just closed at 3 pips.
I closed. Yeah, exactly. And I just knew when we were gonna break this high, but I
I thought, I didn't know, but my zone was up here somewhere, so I thought we could get one more spike like we did right there. So it was a risk. It was a risk.
Mm-hmm.
I know that one, and I know what helps me.
What's that?
What helps me is some self-talk
Like
before
what?
the trade. Like the scenario, and if this happens, then I do that, or if this happens, I do that, and you just kind of like repeat that a few times.
And you just kind of run through what could.
What I'm going to be doing based on what's going to happen, and a few times, you just run through it a few times with each trade, and after a while, it starts sinking in to the point where you see things happening that you envisioned, and you're reacting to them.
I agree. I tend to walk
Or
myself.
not. It's even better when it doesn't happen and you don't react.
Yeah. Yep. I think we'll call it in 8 minutes.
Yeah, been a good informative session, man.
CoQ 10. Yep. Matthew, it is in those three. If you look at those 3 supplements, it is in the full heart one, I believe, and I think it's in the joint support as well.
I'm heading out. You guys have a nice evening.
Right. See you tomorrow or Wednesday.
Oh yeah. See you tomorrow. This week I got a good schedule, so I'll be here for every single Asian session.
Sweet. Perfect.
Cheers, guys. I'm gonna shoot off.
Cheers, guys.
Wow.
See ya.
I just came back. Everyone gone. I think it was me. I came back in the room.
D-boy.
Yeah, I come back. Everyone's bouncing.
Yeah, we got an early good trade here.
It's like 2 a.m. D-boy. Same for you, bro.
No, I was putting out some blinds, but I was already in my trades, man.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is late for you too. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Get some rest. It's like 2 a.m. for us.
D-boy don't sleep, bro.
No.
Yeah, man. You already know I don't.
You know why he put the blind up? He don't want that 4 a.m. sun getting in his eyes when he's trading.
Oh. Nobody's been grinding on the lows.
Yeah, he has.
No.
He doesn't even need me no more.
No way, I need you so much. Don't worry about that, man.
D-boy advancing on the D-low.
Here's the thing. I'm still holding a runner here.
I'm in my runner too, don't worry.
From 133.010.
Ooh.
No, really? That's like Asian yesterday, no?
Yeah.
I have my runner for 133.810.
Huh?
I'm a runner for
It's
one.
like yesterday, London, right?
For me?
No, that price for D-boy. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually believe it is.
Yeah, I think this can at least get up to 133.810 at least, and then it might react after that. But I'm gonna head out for today, guys. Peace out.
Nice one. What's up, guys? Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Later, guys.
Thanks, Paul.
See you later. See you Wednesday.
Just me and you in the room, Paul?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna be getting off here soon and getting you guys your London stuff, and then kind of just hanging out with the lady, I think.
Yeah, that's dope. You got
So
anything?
here, I'm just looking at the fundamentals for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
trying to see like basically how would this move. I think Governor Bailey's speech is really gonna move this pair in the long term because whatever he says pretty much impacts this, any GBP pair on the long term. So I'm trying to see like if we could probably talk about it tomorrow, like whoever wants to do the Zoom call, and because I get a lot of people who are DMing me who are from your live stream, Paul.
Yeah.
Who know more about like what the fundamentals align with the technicals that we went over last time.
Yeah, if you want to prepare something for Wednesday, that would be awesome. You can kind of run us through everything. Just dumb it down so I can understand it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Wednesday we don't have much besides the bond option, and that has a little bit of impact on like what the future interest rates are going to be. So I think by Wednesday we'll have a pretty good idea of what to expect.
Yo, soon enough we need to give VJ like, you know, like the last 1 minute where she's got like news round. VJ's news round, like something's all up in a minute. Yo, the fundamentals coming out tomorrow is gonna be so we're gonna
Can we do 3 minutes instead?
Yeah, I think VJ's gonna end up with news round just before we cut out.
No, I'm just thinking like it's probably gonna help Paul's stream even more because if people can really understand like whatever Paul is teaching, Paul's like a master at the technicals, right? So whatever Paul is teaching, and if they're able to align it with the fundamentals, I think
As
Paul.
well. Oh, you're getting 2 for 1.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to learn more fundamentals. I'm working on it, but I hate reading, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't like. I have no rush to change what I'm doing because it's starting. It gets better every week, so I have no urge to do it. But I know eventually I'd like more information on it, just so there's more education and value to the stream.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Plus, then I'll sound super smart when I talk about it.
I thought it would help you a little bit more here.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, as long as you show up every day, we're fine. I'll just keep doing my thing, and you can fundamental us.
Yeah, for sure.
No, but yeah, I'm working on looking into it. It's a step out of my comfort zone to read, so.
Yeah, that'll be dope. That'll be another level.
Yeah, it would definitely help and give us more value and whatnot, but yeah, it just works. What we do works so well. There's no rush for me to
change it.
Yeah, because I know eventually over time I'm gonna just start to understand them because I've been doing it for so long.
Mm-hmm.
But I know it's going to be helpful longer term. So whatever. Fundamentals versus fundamentals. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say the technical analysis is pretty solid in my opinion. So I'll be back in a second though.
Yeah, I think whatever we're learning on the live stream is really helping people here. And it's helping myself too, just because, like Paul said earlier, before you come on the stream, you can do your own analysis. That's what I do. And then I come on the stream and I look at, okay, well, like, what is everybody else looking at? And it's kind of like a learning opportunity for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because I get to see, like, where did I go wrong? What levels did I not see? And these guys are definitely more experienced and much better at technicals.
Yeah. I mean, once you throw everything into the pot, it just makes so much sense, man. I.e. the fundamentals and obviously what we're already doing.
Yeah, and then eventually you start seeing, like, on the higher time frames where we see these wicks, like, you're able to understand, like, why did these wicks happen, and, you know, how can you catch those with, like, around news time.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to trade not in just the session, but also like when news comes out, you already know like, okay, well, this is what the forecast is. Looking at the current economic situation, where do I think the numbers are going to go, and you're pretty much prepared to trade that news as well. That's
Yeah.
another strategy to add.
Which is dope.
It's a lot though. It definitely is a lot. It's not something that, you know, like you can't understand technicals overnight. You can't understand fundamentals overnight.
Overnight, yeah. And the fundamentals, because they shoot so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the huge wicks.
Yeah, when people get caught out in those, wow, tsunami.
People lose a lot of money in those wicks.
Tsunami. That
All right,
wave just-
fam.
Yep.
Thank you. Anniversary will be fun. No stream tomorrow. And I will reply to messages as I can, but tomorrow night there will be no phone time for me. So I will see you guys on Wednesday.
What, Paul? You're gonna take your anniversary over the team?
Yeah. I don't.
I don't play with
you
that.
You might have to ask her about that decision. We'll leave it at that.
It's cool. I'll leave it alone. I know
mean,
better.
I might still have a chart up, but
Hold up the dinner table with his phone under the table.
Under the table. Listen.
I'm gonna go hide in the bathroom with my laptop.
Quit while you're ahead, bro. It's alright. We understand.
Yep. I will see you guys. I'll be in the Discord here and there tomorrow, and then Wednesday we'll be back at it. So see you guys later. Thank you.
Hey, have a great day, Paul.
Good night, YouTube, man.
See you later.
Yeah.